There 15-old Jonas. You're probably wondering why I call you Jonas. That's because that's who you really are. You probably never even thought a second of Jonas as a name on yourself. You've always had names like Daniel or Thomas in your mind, which are cool names, but they are not you. Jonas. Get used to that name. You'll quickly feel that nothing fits you better. I know you will hesitate to change your name to this. It will take years and years, but in the end you will feel reborn, and it will be the best feeling ever, like the craziest adrenaline rush. Just remember to keep your feet on the ground, please. I know that your focus at the moment is to not stick out too much. You want to be like everybody else and preferably invisible. School is hard, but don't give up. Don't let the bullies get you down. They probably don't have an easy life themselves, and yes, it is unfair that they are letting it all out on you, but don't let them destroy you completely. Don't let them win. Spoiler alert, yes, you will quit going to school and get private lessons for like over a month, and in the end you will switch over to another class, but after that you will cut your hair short and dare living more like yourself. And that's just the very first small step towards becoming the man you really are. With short hair, people will ask if you are lesbian. You will go in completely defend mode because after all, you are 100% straight, aren't you? Sorry to crush your hetero dreams, but I can tell you that future Jonas has fallen in love with both boys and girls and doesn't really care about the gender of a partner anymore. Don't be afraid to show people who you are. Your heart is probably beating like an earthquake every time you have to say something in front of a larger group or talk to strangers. But practice makes perfect. You've got this. Fear nothing, be yourself. I know it's often tempting to just close yourself inside of your own bubble and overthinking everything that happens. You can say one sentence and you will have it stuck in your head for days. Break that bubble. Don't think about everything. It's not worth your time. Get up and say what's on your mind. People have enough with themselves. They won't even think about how you said your one sentence. They just want you to talk and join the conversation. Also, don't be afraid to talk to people about your worries, problems, and thoughts. The people around you would just be happy if you opened yourself to them. Your family and friends will be your number one supporters, and they will always have your back and listen to you. It will also help to talk with professionals, but unfortunately, not all of these professionals will help you in the right way. So don't waste your time on them. In your life, you will fail and you will learn. But remember this, always rise up again, no matter what. For each time you do, you will become stronger. Your life in almost 10 years will be nothing like you expect, not even a little bit close, both in a good and a bad way. Let's take the bad first. You will realize that school is nothing for you. And you will quit so many schools and studies, you won't believe it. You will struggle a lot, but you will always stand up again and find your way. You will several times feel like a failure. You won't become a teacher like you always thought, nor an actor or a cycling postman as you wanted when you were 8 years old. But it's fine. You've still got time to figure out your life. You're neither having a boy or girlfriend, but just get yourself on the right track and then love will eventually find its way. Then over to the good. You will have your own apartment, a cat, and a part-time job you fucking love. And you're still attending Hogwarts, the Harry Potter camps, twice a year. You're actually working there now as the caretaker, Mr. Filch. I doubt you would have seen that coming, since you just recently attended your very first Harry Potter camp. Don't worry, you'll go for over 20 more of them. That place has changed your life forever. You will learn to become an outgoing and social person. You will get lifelong friends there, and you will find your best friend there, as well as several love interests, actually. But most important, you will find yourself. And you could not have done it without all these wonderful, wonderful people around you. And if it wasn't clear enough, you won't be a girl anymore, but a man. You've never really been a girl, and you know that. You'll get a beard eventually, and dark voice, and muscle, and hair everywhere. I know, it's crazy. I'm not saying it will be easy, but it will be worth it. Best regards, future Jonas.